What is going on, guys? Today we're checking out a pair of wired earbuds that deliver some serious sound. We're talking about the One More quad driver wired earbuds. But before we jump into all the details on these guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is JDubb and I'm here to help you guys make a better tech buying decision. Now, if that sounds cool to you, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you do, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of my latest reviews. Now, with that said, let's check them out. Now, if you've been around the channel for any period of time, or if this is your first time to the channel, I just want to let you know that I have done a review on One More products in the past. The One More triple drivers was a review that I've done previously that I absolutely loved. One More makes very high quality products. They're not the cheapest ones on the market, but they are kind of in that premium mid-range price point, and overall, they compete with some of the big dogs. And the One More quad drivers are no different. Now, when I say a premium experience, first of all, let's kind of define what I determine that to be, right? And first of all, the very first thing is kind of build quality, right? So are these quality products made with, with thought in mind, right? Are they designed to function at optimal levels, right? Obviously, sound quality when it comes to earbuds is perhaps the biggest thing, right? Obviously, we want something that is built well, but we also want to sound fantastic, right? Especially if we're gonna be paying a premium price. And then on top of that, what else do I get, right? Have they thought about all the other stuff that I'm going to need to fully experience this product? And I'm happy to say that One More has checked all the boxes. Now, first things first, let's talk about the packaging and everything that you get in the box, because One More knows what they're doing here. Now, right off the bat, you get a very slick looking package, okay? And that's on the outside, it looks nice, but on the inside, you'll see that you really get the full experience here. So it comes with a very nice heavy duty leather case. It's a very nice pouch style case with kind of a velvet inner lining. On top of that, you got all your adapters for airplanes. You got your bigger, if you wanna plug it into a larger sound system, you've got that. You've got tons of different earbud options here, right? There are just, anything that you could be looking for. You've got foam tips built in. You've got not just your regular large, medium, and small ear tips. You've got different millimeters. You can really dial it in for your specific ear and what feels best for you. So that's a huge benefit. You get stickers, you get instruction manuals, you get all sorts of stuff. And the presentation overall just speaks of the quality of the product, right? So that is the very first thing. The very first thing you're gonna see when you open up this package is a well thought out, just amazing design with everything that you need to fully enjoy the product. So once again, One More doing it right with the packaging right off the bat to get you started. So now let's talk about the build quality of the earbuds themselves, because that is another place that One More has really excelled just across the board with their triple drivers and now also with their quad drivers. Now, first things first, on the earbuds themselves, you're gonna notice they're built out of aluminum. They're very heavy duty. They feel heavy. They feel premium with that aluminum body. You've got nice gel ear tips. The ergonomic design is well thought out. They did a very good job thinking about how these are gonna sit in your ear and the angle that they need to sit in just perfectly well, right? You've got really nice red accents. You've kind of got these notched looking little ear tip pieces here, and it almost looks like a jet engine, right? It looks like something that you would see on the side of an airplane, but overall it's just a very nice aesthetic. When it's in your ear, it just looks nice, right? That's a huge benefit. You've got this really cool braided cable that's actually kind of coated in a somewhat translucent rubberized outer thing, so you can feel the braidedness of it, right? So you get that nice braided texture, but it doesn't bind on itself very well because it's got that outer rubber coating, which is really, really slick. Controls, the inline controls, very chic, very well done here. You've got 3 inline controls. You got your volume controls, your play pause. It's just a very nice polished overall look. You've got a built-in microphone on here, so you can take phone calls and things like that on your smartphones. Very well done. And you've got, just a standard 3.5 millimeter jack, but it's also with that aluminum, that polished kind of aluminum look here, which is just very slick. So overall, again, moving kind of down that premium quality is the build quality and the aesthetics that One More is just really nailing on the quad drivers for sure. So once again, One More doing it right. So now the big question is how do they sound? Right now, this is where you once again will be happy with the One More quad drivers, right? The idea behind the quad drivers, and the reason why it says quad drivers is because there's 4 drivers in each earbud. Now, they have a piece of equipment to speak to each part of the audio spectrum. These guys are tuned to be able to encompass pretty much every type of music, and that has been a pleasure to use. Now, there is one thing though that I will say about these. Now, when it comes to specs, right, I'm not gonna get down and dirty into the specs on these guys because at the end of the day, you can turn the packaging over or find them out on the website and read all about them. But the one that I wanna make a point to bring up is the 32 impedance rating, right? So these guys can take and require a little bit of power. Now, if you're using an LG smartphone, you're probably gonna do pretty well. A lot of those have a nice DAC inside them and they give that extra boost of power. You know, if you plug these into an iPhone or like a Samsung device, they're gonna sound great, but they're not gonna be able to get as much power as they can to really drive those quad drivers. So getting a miniature amplifier is gonna really set these guys off. And I'll link this one in the description below because I highly recommend this one. I did it with the triple drivers as well. This is my favorite little portable amp, and it really sets the quad drivers off in a really nice way. But with all of that said, with all that out of the way, I will say that these are a very pleasant listening experience, okay? With foam tips on there, I dropped the foam tips on there from the packaging to really kind of, to get that seal in there, to really get that good audio quality, to get a good solid fit. Now, I've tested these guys in with basically every genre that is in my playlist, right? I go from country to Christian music, to rock, to hip hop, to EDM style music, and these guys perform so well across the board. They've just been an absolute pleasure to listen to. And if you're looking for kind of that premium, across the board, solid audio delivering pair of earbuds, the quad drivers are definitely something you should be checking into. These are definitely in that, not quite in the premium price point. When you're looking at really expensive earbuds, right? They're not overly expensive, but they're also definitely not a budget pair of earbuds. So as usual, guys, if you want to check out the latest pricing on these, hit up that Amazon link down in the description below for the latest pricing and availability on the quad drivers. But at the end of the day, guys, I think these are, from every point of view, build quality, overall audio quality, design, what One More has kind of set you up for as far as success in the best possible application for your needs. The quad drivers are a serious winner if you're looking for your next pair of high-end earbuds. So with that, guys, as usual, I'm curious to hear what you guys think. If you've heard about the quad drivers, if you have the quad drivers, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I love chatting with you guys and I try to reply to as many comments as I possibly can. But as usual, guys, that is it for me, and I will see you in the next review.